Hello, my darlings. Thank you for joining me today on the mat. I apologize that I have had to cancel this afternoon's class, but I am rescheduling and I will send that in the email that you receive with this email, with this link, the video link. So thank you for joining me. Today, I'm going to be really honest. I'm feeling extremely overwhelmed today. And what better way when you're feeling overwhelmed is to come into your body, to find a place where you can be. You can just be yourself. And for me, this is my mat. This is where I come. The mat's a place that brings us into right now, right here. So find a comfortable seat with me, whether that's on a chair, on the floor, or on your mat. Relaxing your hands in your lap or on your knees if you need that little bit of extra support. And lengthen through the crown of your head, bringing your head over your heart and your heart over your pelvis. And then when you're ready, close your eyes down or keep your gaze soft. And together, let's take 3 of the deepest breaths that you've taken all day. In through the nose and out through the nose or the mouth. Relaxing your shoulders away from your ears as you exhale. And one more, just like that. And keep your breath long and soft, not forcing anything. Just keep it deep and noticing where your breath is landing in your body. And taking notice how you feel in your body. See if you can imagine your next breath opening up those places that you may be holding on to tension. So draw your breath down into your body and create space to help you relax. Relax the tension in your jaw and soften your face. And if any thoughts come into your mind, know that it's very normal. You can notice them and bring your awareness back to your breath. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes and keep your gaze soft. And how do you feel right now? Are you feeling a little bit more relaxed than when you first arrived on the mat? Do you feel more present in your body, more present in this moment? There's really no right or wrong answer. It's only what's right in you. You might have had the day from hell. and you haven't quite been able to let that go. And before we begin our practice, if you've had a hard day, just stay here and deepen your breath, keeping your head over your heart and your heart over your pelvis. There's no need to move, just to be. Be in your center to help you feel centered. And that's exactly what I'm going to do when I finish filming this class. But if you'd like to move, if you've had a nice day and you want to get a little bit more out of your day, a bit of feel goods, we can move together. We're going to bring the soles of our feet onto the floor and widen your stance. So heel toe your feet a little bit wider than your hips. Now you can bring your hands behind you and you can create fists. If you struggle on your wrists, you can create fists to help you stay nice and long in your spine. I'm going to inhale to lengthen through the crown of our head. I'm going to exhale to allow our knees to drop over to the right side. I'm going to inhale to come back through center and exhale over to the left. Inhale through center and exhale over to the right. And maybe noticing what's happening in your hips. Do you feel one side tighter than the other? Keep moving, keep following your breath. We're not forcing anything, we're just allowing the gravity to take over. So we're not pushing our knees to the ground, we're just allowing them to fall. And we'll even it out on either side. I'm going to inhale to come back through center. I'm going to exhale over to the right side. So our feet are at about 45-degree angles. Our ankles are in line with our with our knees, sorry. We're coming into a deer posture. Now you can stay here on your fists or your wrists, or if you want a little bit more, you can come forward, bring the top half of your body forward. Take a long inhale, and on your exhale, and walk your hands over your right shin. Allow yourself to come down as much as you like. Relax that left foot. And you should feel, not always the case. I can't tell what your body is feeling. But if you are feeling any pain whatsoever, come out of the posture. There should be no pain. And just come back to the windscreen wipers. That's what I call them. And take one more cycle of breath. And on your next inhale, walking your hands back up and allowing your head to come up over your heart. We'll bring our hands again behind us as we inhale to come up through center and exhale over towards that left side. Again, legs that are about 45 degrees. I'm going to inhale to lengthen and exhale, walking your hands over that left shin. Relaxing through that right foot. And if you can't come down as far on this side, or you need to stay upright, or you just need to keep going with your windscreen wipers. You It's important that we don't force our bodies into anything and be in any pain. I know I've just said that. It's important that I let you know that. I just noticed little ladybugs everywhere, but they're all smushed on my deck. Amazing what you notice when you are in your body and not out here. I'll take one more round of breath. And on your next inhale, walking your hands back up through center. And then allowing your knees to come up through center. I'm going to lengthen out our left leg and bend our right knee and allow that to fall out, bringing the sole of your right foot. What a word, your foot. I don't even know what language that is. Your foot, the sole of your foot on your inner thigh, your left inner thigh. Now opening up through the cheeks, your bum cheeks, not these cheeks, your bum cheeks. And allow your chest to be facing towards that left foot. Pointing that toe towards the ceiling. I'm going to inhale and exhale. Walk your hands down either side of that left foot. And pressing into the heel of your left foot. Have a gentle micro bend in your knee. So we're bending at the hip, yeah? Trying to keep our spine as long as possible. So lengthening out through the crown of your head. We're not getting heavy here. And take a cycle of breath in through the nose and out through the nose or the mouth. I'm going to inhale to rise back up. I'm going to bring our right hand behind us and get heavy in that right knee. I'm going to lift up onto that right knee and swing your arm back behind, your left arm back behind your head into modified wild thing. Squeezing in to your glutes, pushing into that knee, in that right knee. Take a cycle of breath where you are and exhale. Allow your body to come down. And we're going to swap sides. So lengthening out through the right leg. Bringing your left foot, mosquito. Left foot in to your inner thigh. Opening up through the cheeks. I'm going to inhale to lengthen through the crown of the head and exhale, allowing to come to pivot, to bend through your hip, through your torso. Staying nice and long through the crown of our head. That micro bend in your knee. Beautiful. And take one more round of breath. I'm going to inhale to walk our hands back up. Get heavy in that left knee. Bring your left hand behind you and lift your bottom up and right hand over your head into modified wild thing. Squeezing your glutes. And take a cycle of breath. And exhale to gently release. Beautiful. I'm going to bring the soles of our feet together. We're going to walk them in a bit closer towards our pelvis. So you don't want to be on the back on your tailbone. You want to come forward. So bring your hands onto your legs to help support you, to lengthen through the crown of your head. So your hands can be on your ankles, on your shins. wherever you feel supported. In Baddha Konasana. So from here, I want you to imagine that your feet are glued together. You want to pull them apart. But the trick is not to hold your breath when you do that. It's a trick. So when you're ready, activating those glutes and see if you can pull. Imagine you want to pull your feet apart. And breathe, my darling. And can you notice if one side's a bit stronger than the other? And can you even them out? And take another round of breath and relax. Bring in some little butterflies. Lap those wings. Beautiful. And now we're going to push. We're going to push our soles of our feet together. So lengthening through the crown of your head and engaging in your belly button. So drawing that belly button back towards your spine to protect your spine. We're going to push the soles of our feet together. Lengthen through your breath. Pushing. Whisper to yourself, I am strong. Here's a strong posture. One more round of breath and then gently release. Bring in some butterfly flippy floppies. Flippity flap. I can see some butterflies as I say that in my garden. And what can you notice around the room that you may not have noticed before? So we're going to lengthen out our feet now, not necessarily lengthen, we're just going to widen our stance. So coming into a diamond shape. Going to inhale to lengthen through the crown of the head, and on our exhale, we're going to walk our hands down. Your hands can rest wherever they land, and then allow gravity to take over the top half of your body. And let's take 3 long, deep breaths together, in through the nose and out through the nose or the mouth. Creating space with your breath wherever you may be holding on to tension. Beautiful. And on your next inhale, we're going to walk our hands back up until our head is over our heart and our heart is over our pelvis. We're going to lengthen out our legs and give them a little shake out. I'm going to inhale to lengthen through the crown of the head and exhale to forward fold. Now you can have as much as a bend in your knees as possible, as it feels comfortable for you, I should say. I'm going to inhale to rise back up. I'm going to bend our knees and bring the soles of our feet to the mat. And from here, you can hold onto your shins and we're going to roll, lifting off your feet, allowing gravity to take hold as we roll. You can come back up and just rolling. Invite a little play and feel that lovely massage on your spine. And we'll slow it down and allow yourself to come down onto the mat and release your legs. Making any adjustments that you need. I'm going to bring the palms of our hands onto the mat. You walk your feet closer to your bottom. I'm going to come up into a little bridge. So we're going to inhale to lift our bottom up towards the ceiling, squeeze those glutes together, and take a cycle of breath. And on your next exhale, gently releasing one vertebrae at a time. I'm going to bring our knees into our chest for a little huggle. Stretch out that tailbone. And then gently allow your feet to come back down. Palms of your hands on the floor. Tucking your shoulders underneath your chest. Gently tucking your chin. So we're lengthening out through the crown of the head. We're coming up into a bridge. Going to inhale to push through the heels. Pushing your pelvis all the way towards the ceiling. Squeeze the glutes. And what that does is protect your lower back. Keep your breath long. We're not holding on to your breath. And on your next exhale, gently lowering to the ground. Inhale to bring your knees into your chest and exhale to squeeze. Take another inhale and exhale to release and reset. I'm going to come up to our last bridge. I'm going to inhale to lift and squeeze. Keeping your breath nice and long as you do so. I'm going to inhale and exhale to gently release. Inhale to lift the knees and exhale to squeeze them in. If you want a little bit more, you can bring your forehead up towards your knees. Create a little curve. And gently releasing on your next exhale. Beautiful. Readjusting, so bringing your shoulders underneath your chest, gently tucking your chin, and draw your belly button in towards your spine. And inhale to lift up one foot into a 45 degree or 90 degrees. God, I'm terrible at maths. Aren't we all? Some, maybe. This is 90 degrees, I'm pretty sure. And then your next leg. So our knees are in line with our hips and our ankles in line with our knees. Beautiful. Going to inhale and exhale. Going to drop that right heel towards the ground. Inhale to lift back up and exhale, left heel. Inhale to come back up and exhale, opposite side. Inhale to rise, exhale to drop. We'll do 2 more on either side. Now, if your spine is lifting from the mat, bend your knees a little bit more. And just that gentle toe tap, yeah? You can change it to a gentle toe tap. Beautiful. Now we're keeping our legs up. You can do this. You can do this. Going to inhale and exhale. Going to lengthen that right leg. all the way down. Touch your heel and inhale to bend back up to 90 degrees. Going to exhale, left leg. Inhale back up and exhale, opposite leg. Even it out on either side. And exhale to draw your knees in towards your chest and gently rock from side to side. Beautiful. And allow your feet to come down onto the mat and lengthen out one foot and then the other. Now I'm going to do a little play here. Let's have some fun. Let's call it fun, shall we? Yoga is fun. So we're going to bring our hands, we're going to clasp our hands together behind our head. Now I want you to roll. See if you can roll from side to side. Woof. Using your breath. So we're not holding on to our breath. It tests our core. See how many you can do. I can't do many. Keep going as often as you want. Have a little play. Have a little laugh. If you need to have a little rest, you can. So drawing your belly button into your spine. Ah, wonderful. And then relax. Allow your body to fully relax. Floppy and heavy. We're not quite finished yet. And just have this little moment of encouragement of yourself. It doesn't matter how many you did. What matters is that you tried. And allow your hands to come back down by your side. And we're going to roll over onto our bellies. So we're coming onto our bellies. And bring your hands as wide as in line with your shoulders. And allow your right cheek to come onto the mat. Going to come into a little froggy, little half frog. So you're going to come on to your left toes and walk your toes off the mat. And then we're going to bend that left knee. So I bring that knee up in line with our hips. If you can't get it all the way in line with your hips, it doesn't matter. And allow that foot, that left foot to relax. Into a little half froggy. And let's take 5 long breaths here. And if it feels nice for you to close your eyes, you can do so. Now from here, my darlings, I'm going to come into a little twist. So we're going to bend our left arm and allow that to come next to your chest. We're going to push up and we're going to bring our right hand through over towards that left side and then coming onto that right leg. So we're leaving our left leg bent. We're going to open up our left arm over towards the right into a nice little spinal twist. Glance at me if you need to. We'll take one more cycle of breath. And on your next inhale, allowing that left hand to come back over to meet the right. Beautiful. Just allow yourself to be here for a moment. And then when you're ready, I'm going to come back onto our belly. So lengthening out that left leg and bringing your right arm back. And we're bringing both arms in line with our shoulders. I'm going to swap sides. So bringing your left cheek onto the mat. Coming up onto that right toe and walking your toes off the mat. And then when you're ready, bending that right leg and softening off through that right foot. And we'll take 5 long, deep breaths here. And we're going to get ready to twist. So bringing our right hand next to our chest. We're going to push up and bring that left hand over towards that right side. I'm going to open up our right hand over to open up to over the left side. So keeping that right leg bent. If you can't bring your shoulder all the way down, that's okay. Just allow gravity to take over. Soften your breath. Deepen your breath. Noticing if this side feels any different. You can close your eyes if that feels nice. I'll take one more cycle of breath in through the nose and out through the nose or the mouth. Going to inhale to bring our right hand back over to our left. Palms touching. Just allow your body to relax. So relaxing through that left leg and that right leg. Beautiful. And lengthen your right leg. And then we're going to come back onto our bellies with our elbows underneath our shoulders, coming up into a sphinx. So untucking your toes and squeezing your glutes together and pushing into the tops of your feet. Looking out in front of you. So we don't want to have our head down. We're looking directly out in front of us. So drawing those shoulders down and away from your ears. I'm going to inhale and exhale, looking over our left shoulder. Inhale to come back through center and exhale over towards the right shoulder. Inhale through center and exhale, looking over. Back through center on the inhale and exhale over the right. Beautiful. Coming back through center. And exhale to get heavy in your knees. I'm going to tuck our toes. I'm going to inhale to push up through your elbows. So we're pushing up into our elbows and allowing your bottom to lift up. And bringing your chest towards the tops of your thighs. And if you need to, walk your knees in a little bit closer towards your chest. Gonna inhale and exhale, gonna sink your bottom back and lengthen out through your armpits and allow your forehead to come down to the mat. You can untuck your toes. So right now, this is a puppy pose. Beautiful. And inhale and exhale. Going to inhale to get heavy in our hands. So bring your awareness to your hands. I'm going to push up through our hands and walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. So wrists underneath your shoulders and knees underneath your hips. We're coming into a cat-cow. So inhale to drop the belly and looking out in front of you. And exhale to round through the spine, chin to chest. Inhale and exhale, catching your own breath, finding your rhythm and what feels right for you in your body. Get to know you and your rhythm. And maybe inviting in some play. And what does that mean to you? Maybe you'd like to come to a tabletop and looking over one shoulder and pushing out through that opposite hip. Coming in through center and exhale over to the other side. Or maybe you'd like to do some big circles. I'm going one way and then the other. And then when you're ready, we're going to come down into a child's pose. So we're sinking our bottoms back towards the tops of our heels. And then we're going to walk our hands back behind us. So hands are directly next to your feet. Now, if you have a broad or a big chest, you can widen your knees a little bit here. And if your hands feel nice going back, you can do that, or just allow your elbows to gently rest next to your head. Allow your shoulders to get heavy and find some comfort in this little cave that you have created in your body. Now, it doesn't matter what I look like. It doesn't matter what you look like. What matters is how your body feels. Listen to your body and make adjustments to what feels right for you. It's something that I encourage in all of my classes because my body and the posture that it goes into will look different to how your body wants to move. And it's not about what we look like. Coming to the mat is how you feel. And if something doesn't feel right, ask yourself, what does? What do I need right now? And we'll take one cycle of breath together, in through the nose and a big on your exhale. Trust me, I know it might feel weird if you're not used to it. But my darling, it feels so good. Let it all out. Okay. So we're going to get ready to come out of the posture. Going to use our inhale to get heavy in our hands. If your hands aren't up in front of you, I invite you to bring them up now. We get heavy in our hands and we get ready to push our forehead up very gently. Allow your forehead to come up. And then lifting your bottom up off your heels. And we're going to find a seat. I'm going to come over into our final posture. Shavasana, my favorite. We all need some Shavasana in our lives. And we're going to invite that little roll that we did earlier. So bringing your hands onto your shins or underneath your thighs, whatever feels right for you. And inhale and exhale to lift off and inviting in that little roll, that little play. Notice how it feels and slowing it down. Allowing your head to come down onto the mat, maybe rocking from side to side, getting long in your tailbone. And then release one foot and then the other. Lengthen out one foot and then the other. Allow your hands to come onto the mat or onto the ground, palms facing up. Bringing your shoulders in underneath your chest and gently tucking your chin. Bring your awareness down to your feet. Allow your feet to get heavy and allow gravity to take over and allow them to splay out, softening off through your ankles and your feet. Bring your awareness up your body, up your shins, up to your knees. Soften through the hips and the belly. Coming up through the torso and your chest. Going down your right arm. Coming back over your chest and bringing your awareness over to your left arm, all the way down to your fingertips. Coming back up and into your chest and take a big long cycle of breath. In through the nose and out through the nose or the mouth. Relax through the shoulders. Relax through your whole body. Releasing the tongue away from the roof of your mouth. Soften your face. And with each breath, getting heavier and heavier until you are fully relaxed, giving yourself permission to relax. You can stay here for as long as you like, my darling, as long as you need. Thank you for joining me. Be gentle and kind to yourself as you go about the rest of your day and the rest of your evening. Give yourself thanks for showing up, for arriving on your mat, and taking this time that you created and you prioritized just for you. And some days that's one of the hardest things that you'll do, is taking care of yourself. You are important. And you are worthy of your own time and your own care and your own love. You are worthy. Thank you for joining me, my darlings. Take good care. Namaste.